So today starts the session with the distribution of the electrons. Now when we talk about the distribution of electrons, it was given by Bohr and Bury. So that particular rule is known as Bohr and Bury rules. Third one we will learn about it is electronic configuration. Children, when we talk about the students in the class, we have idea that we have different number of sections. In each sections we have 40 or more than 40 students are there. So when we talked about their arrangement in the class, either they are arranged according to their height wise, or either they are arranged according to their roll number. In same manner, when we talked about the electrons, they are also systematically arranged in the particular orbits, in the particular respective orbits. So what we can write about the electronic configuration, it is nothing but it is the systematic arrangement of the electrons into the particular orbits. So we are writing the definition for the electronic configuration, that the systematic arrangement of electrons into respective orbits or cells is known as electronic configuration. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को उसके पर्टिकुलर ऑर्बिट्स में सिस्टमेटिकली अरेंज करना जिसे हम बोलेंगे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन. नाउ व्हेन वी टॉक्ड अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन, that was given by Bohr and Bury rule. So we have to learn about the 5 rules, that how they are going to be arranged. So very first particular rule given by Bohr and Bury, that the maximum number of electrons are filled in the orbits by the formula two n square, where n is equal to energy shell, or you can write energy density, where it starts with 1, 2, 3 up to so on. Children, you can just copy this first rule, that the maximum number of electrons present in the cell, which are given by the formula 2n square, and when we talk about n is equal to energy level or energy shell, it starts with 1, 2 or 3. Now, what we have learned, second point when we are writing this, if you have copied this thing, I will start with the second rule given by Bohr and Bury. When n is equal to 1, then it is equal to k shell. So, if we are using the formula for k shell, we are writing 2 into 1 square, that is equal to 2 electrons. This is the very first cell. K shell accommodate only 2 electrons. More than 2 electrons are shifted to the second cell. Okay. So now, if n is equal to 2, that is the second cell or second orbit, that is L shell. Now L shell, what is the energy level? 2. So what we are doing is 2 into 2 square. 2 square is equal to 4. 4 to the 8. So having 8 electron. More than 8 electron they are shifted to the third cell. So when we are writing n is equal to 3, energy given n is equal to 3, then instead of L cell what we are writing is M cell. Instead of 2 what we are writing over here is 3 square. 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18 electron. That means L cell contain 8, N cell contain 2. Now if n is equal to 4, then what we have? N shell. So 2 into 4 square, 4 square is 16 and 16 to the 32 electrons. So that is about what? It is about the filling of the electrons in the respective orbit. So we are writing one by one. I am writing the energy levels as well as the cells, the notion of the cell. When n is equal to 1, at a time k shell we have. So when we are using the formula 2 into 1 square is accommodate 2 electrons चाहिए. उससे ज़्यादा अगर होंगे तो वो उसको L सेल में शिफ्ट करेंगे. That means if n is equal to 2, then we are talking about L cell. At a time 2 into 2 square. So L cell जो है वो अपने आप में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रखेगा. अभी 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन से ज़्यादा है तो वो कहाँ जाएगा? Now it moves to n is equal to 3 M cell. So 2 into 3 square, 3 3 is 9 is 18 electrons. If n is equal to 4, then N cell, then 2 into 4 square, 4 4 is 16, 2 is 32 electrons. So that is all about what? It is all about the arrangement of the electrons. Second point is arrangement. How many electrons are accommodated in the respective orbit? Arrangement of the electrons. You can write, you can copy this. So please write it. n is equal to 1, then we have k shell. k shell में हमेशा 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन रहेंगे. 2 से ज़्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो वो नेक्स्ट सेल में चले जाएंगे. L सेल भी अपने आप में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन को ही रहने देगा. उससे ज़्यादा होंगे तो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन are moving to M shell. तो M shell में अपने आप 18 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को रहने देगा. उसके बाद वो N shell में according to that it is moving on dotted line indicating that number of cells are increasing according that electrons are filled up. So copy the second point, second rule. अब यहाँ पे जब देखते हैं तो whenever it is outermost shell अगर n है तो उसमें 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन रहेंगे. That was given by Bohr and Bury. That if the outermost shell is there, then it only accommodate 8 electrons, no more than that. So whenever outermost shell is there, it's only occupying 8 electrons, not more than that. So that was the third rule given by Bohr and Bury. Then fourth rule, electrons are going to be there filled in the inner shell first, and then they are moving to outermost shell. That means what? If I am having K shell and L cell, then electrons first they are moving to or shifting or arranging the K shell first, and then they are moving to L cell. So third rule, write about that whenever the maximum number of electrons are there accommodated in the outermost orbit, that is always equal to 8. भले यहाँ पे 18 है, 32 है, but whatever the outermost shell, Bohr and Bury ने बोला whenever the maximum, whenever you are occupying the electrons in the very outermost shell, the number of electrons is always remain 8, not more than that. And fourth rule given by that, electrons are first accommodated in the inner shell first, and then they are moving to the outermost shell. सबसे पहले जो अंदर वाली सेल है, अंदर वाली एनर्जी लेवल है, उसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन जाएंगे, ना कि बाहर वाली लेवल. That means they are starting from K, L, M and in the particular order, respective order. That means if the number of electrons are 11, that doesn't mean that electrons are first arranged in the M orbit and then moving to the K orbit. They are moving from K, L, M and in the specific order. So that was the rules given by Bohr as well as Bury. Again we are just recapitulating the rules. The maximum number of electrons which are arranged in the particular orbits, which are given by the formula 2n square, where n is the integer number, n is equal to 1 which indicating k shell. तो k shell अपने आप में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को रखेगा. L cell 2 into 2 square is equal to 4. So 4 2s are 8 electrons you can see here, and n is equal to 3. Then we talked about the M cell. So M cell में we talked about 2 into 3 square 18 electrons वो रखेगा, and n is equal to 4 M cell है तो वो 32 electrons रखेगा. भले यहाँ पे 18 और 32 है, but थर्ड रूल उसने तुरंत दिया है कि the maximum number of electron which are they remain in the outermost shell, that is always equal to 8. That is the third rule given by Bohr and Bernoulli. Now when we will talk about the fourth rule, he has said that both of the particular has said that the arrangement of the electron is moving from the inner shell to the outermost shell. That means they are first arranged in the K shell, then in L cell, then in M cell, and then in N cell. So we will just see the example that how that particular rules are working, how you are just arranging the electrons in the particular orbit. उसे हम schematic orbital diagram बोलेंगे children, which is there given in your textbook given by Bohr and Bernoulli. So second cell अपने आप में 18, third cell इलेक्ट्रॉन रखेगा नहीं, वो कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन रखेगा 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन, नॉट मोर देन 10. So here we are taking the example for the atom or the element. Suppose मेरे पास ऑक्सीजन है ना, ऑक्सीजन तो लिखा मैंने, वेरी एसेंशियल एलिमेंट है, इट्स वेरी एसेंशियल फॉर द ब्रीदिंग पर्पस, टू सर्वाइव पर्पस. इसीलिए सबसे पहले हम ऑक्सीजन का एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. ऑक्सीजन की अगर बात करते हैं, ऑक्सीजन कंटेन 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ऑक्सीजन में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं? 8. अब हमने देखा है कि how the electrons are accommodated by Bohr and Bernoulli. So what we are doing is we are making the nucleus first. Then we are having K shell, then we are having L shell, then we are having M shell. So what we are doing is here I am writing the number of cells K, L, M and N. So now what we are doing is 2, क्योंकि K shell अपने आप में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन रखेगा 2, then L कितना रख सकता है 8, but 2 plus 6 that is equal to 8. So M और N में कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे नहीं. So what we are doing is here we are labeling that particular shell is K shell and the second is L shell. That means there is no need to draw the N shell. outermost shell कौन सी हुई इधर L shell, और outermost shell में भी इलेक्ट्रॉन रहेंगे, इसे हम बोलेंगे वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे मैं क्या करूँगी, I am giving the dots to the number of electron. यहाँ पे जो डॉट दिया गया है वो क्या डिनोट करेगा कि K शेल में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. अब L शेल में कितने हैं 6. सो दैट इज 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So this is the particular schematic orbital diagram for oxygen. उसी तरह हमें from very first element to 20 elements के diagram schematic atomic orbital diagram according to the, इसे क्या बोलेंगे हम, whatever we have written over here that is known as electronic configuration. इसे हम बोलेंगे electronic configuration क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन को हमने पर्टिकुलर रिस्पेक्टिव सेल में अरेंज किया है. अगर यहाँ 8 से ज़्यादा होते तो कहाँ चले जाते M, बट M इज ऑल्सो हैविंग द पर्टिकुलर लिमिटेशन कि वो भी अपने आप में 8 ही रखेगा, 8 से ज़्यादा होने तो वो कहाँ भेज देगा N में. सो डैट मीन्स कि जैसे जैसे बाहरी आउटर मोशन होती जाती है उसमें वो रिस्पेक्टिवली 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को ही रखेगा. उससे ज़्यादा अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो वो उसे अकोमोडेट कर पाएगा नहीं. एंड दिस वॉज द ड्रॉबैक. In the higher classes you learn the new electronic configuration with the orbitals, not with the orbits. So this is what about the oxygen. Oxygen हमने क्यों लिया है, सर्वाइवल गैस है हमारे लिए, ब्रीदिंग के लिए वेरी एसेंशियल है. तो आपको याद रहेगा अच्छे से कि ऑक्सीजन में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं. अब 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन कैसे अरेंज होंगे, तो के शेल ने बोला कि वो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा, तो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन के शेल में रह गए, बाकी बचे 6. तो 6 कहाँ शिफ्ट होंगे, सेकेंड सेल में, एल सेल में. तो 2 और 6. ये जो डॉटेड आपको दिख रहा है ब्लैक डॉट विच इंडिकेटिंग द नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. तो यहाँ पे के शेल में आप देख सकते हो दैट इज 1 and 2. दैट मीन्स के शेल अपने कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन रख रहा है, 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. तो एल में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं? 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन चिल्ड्रन। सो जो 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन है ये बाहर वाली आउटर मोस्ट सेल है, इसीलिए इसको नाम दिया गया है वैलेंस सेल। और वैलेंस सेल में जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है ये इलेक्ट्रॉन, इसे हम बोल सकते हैं वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन चिल्ड्रन। Then what we have to learn in the next previous lecture. So that is all about today, that what we have learned about the Bohr and Murray rule, children. So in the next lecture we recapitulate the rules again and we start with the schematic orbital diagram for first 1 to 20 element, and then we learn about the valency as well as valence cell. So copy this in the notebook so you have idea that what we have learned today, and in the next particular lecture we starts with the new particular term which is known as the schematic diagram or orbital diagram for very first to 20 elements. So kindly copy this. Thank you and have a nice day.